Can you just talk about, I mean, you talked enough about Frank last night, but just big picture pitching in this series. I mean, you go 14 straight holding them scoreless and two obviously great starts. I mean, I know pitching is important in this game, but how important for you?
Well, I think especially with the makeup of our club offensively, that our pitching has to be rock solid. And for the most part, our pitching's been really good all year. And those are two quality starts in a huge series back-to-back by a sophomore and a freshman, and an outstanding by a freshman closing it up. And I'm really excited about the future with those three young men at the top of our rotation a year from now. And like I said, Matt, we need the experience of going to Bricktown for this team to continue its growth, to end this season on a real positive note and set the tone for what, maybe we'll be back in the NCAA tournament again next year. So that's our goal,
Trying to think of how to word it, but can you just talk about, especially, and you touched on the young pitching core, what does that mean going forward as far as establishing this team and knowing you can do on the mound?
Yeah, if you're going to compete in this league, you have to have quality starting pitching, and then you have to be able to finish the deal at the back end of the bullpen. And right now, we may be pitching as well as our rotation as we have at any point in time since I've been here, and it's really exciting with how young they are too.
Is it kind of like the basketball tournament they talk about peaking at the right time? Is it important for you guys to have your pitchers all peaking at the right time going into this tournament?
Yeah, I thought, guys, that we'd improve like 5 straight weeks until we played Oklahoma. And in all honesty, the left-hander dominated us on Friday night, and then the right-hander dominated us on Saturday. We couldn't hit the velo of the guy on Saturday. It was 94, 97. Other than that, I thought we'd made progress for 5 straight weeks. When we lost LG, it's a huge difference in our lineup. It makes a huge difference in the way the right-handed hitters and the left-handed hitters break up, how the opponent pitches to us, and we're obviously a lot better when he's on the field.
We talked about it earlier in the week about the sort of the dual nature of this series, needing the wins to get to Oklahoma, but also it being the last border war thing. Now that you're in, do you get to send a little more message about Missouri tonight for tomorrow's game?
Well, there's no doubts, pal. I mean, one of the things is I brought a motivational speaker in Friday, Mark Johnson, the Green Beret Special Forces Colonel, and he was fabulous Friday night, and I had an unbelievable guest speaker lined up tonight just to give a quick 5-minute speech, but unfortunately he couldn't make it at the last minute. But I got another one lined up tomorrow at noon, and my good friend Mike Cummings over here tells me that we've now beat them 9 of the last 10 times we've played, and as they go to the SEC, I'm going to pump our guys up tomorrow. We're going to play for the past 10 years for anybody who's worn a Jayhawk uniform since I've been here, and all the players that have played in the past, and we're going to step on their throat. That's our goal.
How enjoyable is it to be able to send just that one message, man?
Yeah, I mean, it feels really good. It feels really good about the progress we've made with our program, even as we've been down this year, as we've been so young. I think it makes it, because they've been a national power when I first got in the league, so I think it makes a really good statement of how far we've come. And I thank our administration, I thank our donors, because this place didn't look like this 10 years ago.
And then
You're not going to tell us who the noon speaker is, are you?
No. You would have loved the one today.
I bet.
I mean, execution has been a big deal all season for you guys. How awesome is it for you as a coach to see in the first inning, sack bunt, sacrifice fly, get that run on the board?
That's crucial, pal. I mean, we've left a lot of runners at third base, less than 2 outs, and we haven't done a very good job with 2-out RBIs with runners in scoring position. And it goes back to the fact that we really don't have that dominant 2-3-4 hitter in the lineup that we've had in the past. And the last couple of this series, we've got a bunch of 2-out base hits, and that's the reason we won both games.